What's up, everybody? This is Robert Trolling in Paradise. It is Sunday afternoon, and it is pouring rain outside, as you can tell from the sound. Sorry if you can't hear it very well, but it is pouring rain outside. Anyway, I'm going to do an album review. It has been a while. I've been mainly doing responses lately. I'm going to be reviewing the new album from Halsey-The Great Impersonator. This came out this past Friday on Columbia Records. I gotta go over who Halsey is before I go over this album. Halsey is an American singer who has been known to jump genres around genres. She'll bring in some rock elements, some country stuff. And on this new album, she's going kind of a massive, mostly rock package on some of the tunes, with a few hints of pop and R&B and some country in there as well. And yeah, she is kind of the most divisive when it comes to genre hopping. I mean, it's not like Mr. Bungle or where else that group is that's been known to jump genres. Sleep Token, or yeah, fuck that album from last year from Sleep Token. That record sucked. I mean, Mr. Bungle and 12 Foot Ninja, they jump genres pretty well. No, I know 12 Foot Ninja would go for an 80s pop sound on certain tunes, which I do love me some 80s pop music sometimes, although it is kind of cheesy. Yeah. Great Impersonator, I think it's her 6th album. And you can tell it's the Great Impersonator because every song, there's like different genres being used, and she's emulating different artists for each song. And there's one song that sounds like one of her early period. Although Halsey is known for these songs Without Me, which has G-Eazy. Closer, which how I first heard about her was Closer with the Chainsmokers. That's her collab with that electronic group, the Chainsmokers, which came out back in 2016. God, I love that song Closer. So good. That was one of my favorites back when I was in college. And yeah, I had to listen to some parts of the songs on Instagram because every day for the past couple weeks, Halsey was doing a post emulating a different artist sort of shot there based on the song, because each song has a different sound. And there are 18 tracks, so this is kind of a long album. So yeah, I'm going to get started now. Only Living Girl in LA is the opening track, and it is based on an actress who passed away many years ago named Marilyn Monroe. Obviously, Marilyn Monroe is the most impersonated person in history. Although the guitar part at the beginning sounds a bit like Sheryl Crow when she covered James Taylor's You Can Close Your Eyes. Anyway, next up is Ego. This was the single from the album. This one sounds like the Cranberries from one of the first 2 records. Everyone else is doing it, so why can't we? Which is a great album that's with Linger. But I think Ego sounds like something you would hear on the No Need to Argue record, which No Need to Argue is an amazing record. That's the one with my favorite song from the band. That is Zombie. God, I love Zombie so much. It's a really good song. Dog Ears is the 3rd song. This one sounds like PJ Harvey. One of the songs off her first album, like, come on, boys, it's buzzing. You know, that one. I forgot the name of the song, though. But PJ Harvey's really good. I love her voice. Letter to God, 1974, is the first part of the trilogy. Letter to God, this one sounds like Cher. And it's kind of based on the big hit that Cher released back in 1974 called Dark Lady. Dark Lady is one of Halsey's favorite songs of all time. She said it in a post. And Dark Lady's amazing. I've never listened to it though, but I do love some of Cher's material, like the song Believe, and also that duet with Peter Cetera, After All, is really good. Track 5 is called Panic Attack, and this one sounds a bit like Fleetwood Mac. And for the Instagram image that Halsey did, she replicated Stevie Nicks' outfit from the Rumors album cover. And this song sounds like something you would hear off that record, Rumors. Most notably, Dream, or Song That You Make Loving Fun, or something like that. Both those tracks are great, but my favorite song in that album is Go Your Own Way. Track 6 is called The End. And that one is very folky. It sounds like Joni Mitchell, who is one of Halsey's favorite lyricists, and I love some of Joni Mitchell's stuff. I like her song Big Yellow Taxi, although I really like Counting Crows' cover, as well as Amelia. Really good one as well. This Flight Tonight, I like that cover from Nazareth, though. Both Sides Now is also good, too. But The End kind of reminds me of Both Sides Now, which is really good. I Believe in Magic is the 7th track in the album, and this one sounds like Linda Ronstadt. And I'm thinking it could be based on one of her covers, possibly of a Warren Zevon tune, like Carmelita, which I love the original Carmelita from Zevon's first record. So there's that. Lara to God, 1983, the second of that trilogy. This one sounds like I'm on Fire by Bruce Springsteen, off Born USA. And for that one, she replicated the Born USA album cover with the white shirt, blue jeans, and the US flag banner. Hometown is the 9th track. It's the country sounding track on the album. This one sounds like Dolly Parton. And it's really good. I Never Loved You is the 2nd single. I think that was the most recent single released from it. And this one sounds like Kate Bush from like Wuthering Heights, which is her early hit. Although I do like Running Up That Hill. That's a really good one. Darwinism is the 11th track. This one sounds like David Bowie. Most notably a song off Hunky Dory, like Changes or something like that. Lonely is the Muse is the hard rocker on the album. This one sounds like Evanescence, especially the OG Dark Queen, Amy Lee herself. Because Amy Lee has a similar range, and you can tell from the sound it's based on like My Immortal, which is the saddest track on the album. Arsonist is another poppy song. This one sounds like Fiona Apple. Most notably, Criminal, off her album Tidal, which came out in 1996. And that's a great one as well. Life of the Spider Draft is the 14th track in the record. And this one is really weird. I think it sounds like Tori Amos. Yeah. And I do love some of Tori Amos's work. I like her second album, the one with God on there, which was on Beavis and Butthead. It was really good. Next is Hurt Feelings. This one sounds a bit like an early Halsey era, like Badlands, which I think is Halsey's first record that came out back in 2015. Track 16 is Lucky. It is a cover, originally done by Britney Spears on her second album, Oops, I Did It Again. But it was hard for Halsey to pick an image to do for the Britney Spears inspiration thing, but she ultimately ended up choosing the artwork for Britney's 4th studio album, In the Zone, the one with Toxic on that album, and a shitty cover of My Prerogative by Bobby Brown. I hate that cover. And penultimate song is Lara to God, 1998, the final part of the trilogy. And this one has a more R&B sound, paying homage to the princess of R&B, Aaliyah, who unfortunately passed away back in 2001. And for that one, Halsey replicated the artwork for Aaliyah's self-titled album, which was sadly her swan song, as Aaliyah died in a plane crash in August 2001, just a month after that album dropped. And the final song is the title track, The Great Impersonator, a soft poppy closer, and this one sounds like Bjork. And yeah, it's a really good album, but some of the stuff is cheesy. The songs I really enjoyed is Lord of God 1983. Panic Attack is my favorite on the album. Loneliness of Muse, the heaviest on the record is Loneliness of Muse. I love that heavy song, Loneliness of Muse. I hate the cover of Lucky. It's terrible. It's a 7 out of 10. So yeah, that's it for this review. I'll see you later.